All right, quick video update. It has been a while since I've done one of these. I have been super busy editing and re-recording shots and all kinds of stuff for the documentary they were working on for Hunt 49. And I have also been able to do a little hunting. So I went hunting during the cold snap and I saw the big 7-point that I wanted. Also saw the small, I think it was the 9 and the 8. I did see the 8 as well. And then after that, I really for 2 weeks haven't done anything except sit at my desk and edit and hang out with family. So the good news is you know, I did get to go hunting Friday, last day of bow season, and so I went and I came out to the small farm hoping to catch the big 7, and I didn't get him, but I did have a really cool encounter with a young 8-point that I had not seen but did have a trail camera picture of, and he's going to be an absolute great deer if he makes it. So fingers crossed that he hangs out. And then I pulled cameras on the way out, or pulled cards, swapped those out, and had this deer show up. You notice he's got a little drop, so that's pretty cool. He looks big. I'd like to see him in person to know whether or not I'm going to shoot him, but you know, I know the other hunters around will, so I don't know that he'll make it, but fingers crossed if I don't shoot him that he makes it. But then I was like, my cameras aren't working out at the big farm. I need to go out to the big farm and change some batteries and do some stuff. So I went out this morning to hunt, and last night, actually, and back up a little bit, last night I got pictures of Shooter McGavin in the front, and then I got pictures of this deer that I don't recognize really. He could be Ranger, but not really sure. You know, I can't really tell from this picture. Anyway, I haven't got a picture of this deer yet this year, so really excited. I was like, well, I'll go sit and maybe move some cameras, and my cameras were working fine. And so I went anyway. Opened the day of muzzleloader today, and Shooter McGavin came in and had an encounter with that buck. He came in, he was across the property line, across the fence. He came in, at first it was just him. I just saw him coming down the hill. And he stopped behind an oak tree, and so I grunted at him to see if I could get him to jump the fence and cross into the small field. And he started rubbing a tree and scraping like really aggressively, and I thought, oh, I got him. And I looked up the hill, and a little buck was coming down the hill, and he had 2 does in front of him. So they were chasing does, and I was like, well, that doe's gonna, you know, pop over the fence and whatnot. Well, they ran them in a circle and turned them and made them go back up the hill. And Shooter McGavin went up the hill after them, and the little 8-point actually went down the fence and jumped the fence about 200 yards down and crossed into the field and went on up. I guess he wasn't at all interested or lost interest or whatever. But Shooter followed those does on up the hill. So he's in there. He's not as big as he looks in some of these pictures, but he is a good deer, and I would definitely take him. I really like his antlers. They're kind of darkish. They're not chocolate. I wouldn't call them chocolate, but they're kind of gray. They kind of match his body, which is really cool. I wish I had my camera. I didn't take it because it's supposed to rain. But I wish I had taken it because that would have made some really cool footage. It's the stuff you see, like stuff that people like Jared Mills get, you know, that most of us hunters never see. He was, you know, as soon as I grunted, he's just throwing leaves everywhere and rubbing on trees and being super aggressive buck behavior. So it was really awesome. I am on my way out to the small farm. I'm going to pop up a ground blind that's easy to get in and gun hunt from. I don't want to move the one that's on the food plot, so I'm going to pop this other one up so that it can sneak in real quick and grab a hunt, you know, if I needed to, something like that. And then I'm going to put a cell link, which I think is working. It was when I tested it earlier last week, up on the vine scrape camera, because there seems to be a lot of action right there. And then it's supposed to start raining here in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So hopefully I can get done before then and get home and hang out with the family. So we'll see what happens.